Hello again, Honky Tonks. I thought I'd brave the racist countryside and hope that the weather doesn't hoss down at me like it has the past couple of days. I mean, the ground is completely saturated. I'm quite shocked it's sunny actually, but there we go. Typical British April weather for you. Best in the world. Yes, this video is about Simon Sideways, a pal of mine. I do consider him a friend. He's one of my two go-tos for YouTube advice. Even though I haven't listened to advice all the time, he's always been willing to give it. So he is a friend. I've met him a few times. He's literally that guy you see on camera in real life. There's nothing fake about him whatsoever, and I'm proud to call him a friend. And I was happy to see him hit 100,000 subscribers. However, YouTube screwed him over, didn't they? Of course they would. You see, Google and YouTube employ the sorts of people you'd expect, and these people become moderators. Some of them, they monitor our channels and they see what we talk about. If they don't like the cut of our jib, then they will gleefully remove it and censor it, and that's what's happening at the moment. You see, Simon Sideways has 100,000, well over 100,000 subs. I have 80,000 subs, but we're getting nowhere near those in views. Of course, it's not about the views. It's not about the number count, being famous, being well known, being better than anyone else. It's about getting the message across. That's what it is with Simon and I. I can't speak for others, but I know it's about getting the message across. And he's doing that well, and that's what they don't like. In his own words, Simon isn't a polished turd like GB News, Talk Radio. He didn't mention these names, but I'm going to say them anyway. People like Katie Hopkins, Carl Benjamin, Paul Joseph Watson, Scripted. You know the types. They're on our side of the political argument, but there's just something. Anyway, so Simon Sideways has been banned from making live streams on his main channel, Reverend Simon Sideways, and he got in touch with them. You do that when you get over, I think, 10,000 subscribers. You come under a moderator who kind of manages you, you're in their cachet kind of thing. And he asked them, well, why not? Why isn't this happening? Why aren't I allowed to live stream? And the answer he got was, well, we've escalated it to management and you're not allowed to live stream on that channel ever. And as with my experience dealing with Google and YouTube on my previous channel, they were very, very vague. They can take stuff off, they can remove your channel, but they won't say why. They won't pinpoint that exact thing that's caused offence for them to completely censor you, if you know what I mean. And they don't have to. It's meant to be a partnership with YouTube, but I think it's a one-sided, selfish and abusive partnership on behalf of Google and YouTube. It's not fair. It really isn't fair at all. Unless, of course, you're the likes of Mr. Beast, who's that Dutch fella, him, and others who have millions and millions of subs. They don't give a toss unless you have millions and millions of subs, and the advertising makes them a shitload of money, and it makes them a lot of money. If YouTubers are making a shitload of money, guaranteed, the bit that YouTube and Google skim off the top is going to be more. Of course, Google and YouTube is a private business. They can do what they like, but I think they should rename that partnership into something else, something a bit more akin to what's really happening. And it's rubbish, basically. I'm a YouTube partner, but I'm only allowed memberships. I don't get ad revenue. So there we go. The guy who said I was earning 4K a month the other day, dude, I fucking wish. Now, at the end of the conversation between Simon Sideways and this Google moderator during his first query, they said, have a nice day, and gave him a love heart at the end. So basically that was a big, massive F you. And then he queried them again. And it was the same thing. It was vague. They escalated it to management and they said he's never allowed to live stream on that channel again. And this is why he's popular. He's not popular in the and I'm keep going on about Katie Hopkins, by the way. I don't hate the woman. Anyway, he's not popular in that kind of sense. He's just a normal guy with unpopular opinions with the woke establishment. And they don't like the fact that he's reached this number, and you can see on the live streams, so many people ring in and resonate. He resonates with them. They have the same opinions. He gets more views than some of the people on Talk Radio and GB News. sometimes when they go live on YouTube. That's a fact. I remember doing a live stream once at the same time as James Whale, and I had over 3 times his numbers. So go figure. They don't like that. When you start mouthing off against the mainstream media and the establishment, then they'll come after you, they'll censor you, and that's exactly what's happened to Simon Sideways. He then asked him about his plaque, because when you reach 100,000 subscribers, you're meant to get this silver plaque as an achievement thing, and they said no, he's not eligible for that. I don't think Simon gives a shit about that anyway. It's not about the cosmetics for him. It's not about being famous, like I said, getting the numbers up and an award. It's about getting his voice across, and the fact that he resonates with people, which he does, to the tune of thousands of people, and that's why they're censoring him. He's more popular than some mainstream media, and they don't like the fact that people resonate more with him than they do with mainstream media, because mainstream media can't be trusted. It really can't. I don't trust any of them, not any political party. I've told you, I'm voting Reform out of protest, really, but I suspect when it comes to it, I will... Bloody wind. Ooh. But I suspect when it comes to it, I'll spoil my ballot. That's the way I roll. Good Lord. But I'm not going to get that plaque either, because I've had restrictions on my channel for the past year. People don't understand. They think that you get this plaque automatically, but you don't. As soon as you hit 100,000 subscribers, you have to apply for it, and there's a strict criteria. You have to be in good standing, you have to be monetized, you can't have any restrictions for the past 364 whatever days, and then you get it. But because of where we stand on politics, people like Simon and I, we won't get that award. Not that it matters, I don't give a shit. I mean, putting that next to my medals on the wall, it'll be embarrassing, really, the amount of medals I have. But there we go. And other things on the prison service. That's a video for another day. Anyway, if you haven't, go sub to Simon. Please share our stuff everywhere so we can resonate with more people. And YouTube will hate that even more. They don't like that. It's about control, isn't it? We want you to wake up, think for yourselves. You're allowed different opinions, but the mainstream media and people like YouTube and Google, they want you to stay asleep. Don't watch politics. If you do watch politics, only left-wing politics, and watch videos about kittens and stuff, and rainbows, and Mr. Beast wasting a shitload of money. For some reason, it's made him popular and rich, but there we go, each to their own. But little YouTubers like us, we're not getting a fair crack of the whip. We're not getting a fair deal. We really aren't, but there we go, that's the tail of the tape. Thought I'd let you know anyway. And that's that. I'm past 49. Thanks for listening. And until the next time, Roger Trout.